What's up, guys? My name's KhaoticK, back at you guys a little one today, coming at you guys with another video. And this time, this one's going to be about my first time experience with 4-HOMET. So this would be 4-hydroxymethyltryptamine, and I'll be basically getting over, just a brief experience with it that I had about like 4 years ago. And unfortunately, I've never picked it up again, but it's always been in my mind where this shit was fun. Now, 4-HOMET is more recreational, more colorful than 4-ACO-DMT and shrooms. But, however, it actually feels a lot similar to shrooms. And, it does have a little bit of a synthetic, electrical, trippy feel. So there's that, too. Other than that, it was a real fun time, fun drug. And, yeah, I'm going to be getting into a brief overview of my first time experience with 4-HOMET. Let's get right into it. Hope you guys stay high, stay lifted, stay tuned in the video. So, yeah, basically, I had picked this up, right around when I was first getting into RCs. And it was quite the experience, actually first getting into RCs. I don't know, but my first RC I think I legit picked up was, I think, that 4FA, 4FMA Turbo Molly pill. It was pretty interesting, but I had picked that up. And that was pretty much the very first RC I've probably ever picked up. But that basically started my track record of doing this. And that was about 5 years ago. So, been about 5 years of being in RCs. And I've tried quite a lot. I've tried way more than I would have expected to try. And yeah, it was pretty interesting how that went. But, that's how drugs are, But basically, 4-HOMET, this stuff felt very colorful. It's very, very similar to how 2CB hits you, to where, you get the colorful, trippy high with a bit of a headspace, not really much of one. There's not much of one, so you can actually dose a little higher with this one. But yeah, it's just more of a recreational high, and that really makes it all worth it, in my experience. Because, sometimes the shrooms therapeutically, you already maxed that out, and, you're ready for the more recreational tryptamine stuff. And that's really basically how, that goes. But other than that, 4-HOMET, again, this stuff felt very, very fun, man. And I would definitely pick it up if I were you. I would try it out. It'd be a good time. You'd love it. And yeah, basically, what else I could say about it, though? I would say that, yeah, it depends on what kind of of a psychedelic user you are. You could either be, more of a recreational user, or if you want more of that therapeutic hit. So it depends on which one you want more, obviously. But yeah, that would depend on a lot of factors. Other than that, yeah, 4-HOMET, this stuff was great. This stuff was fun. It was lit. And again, I really wish I could pick it up again. I need to find a new source for it. Because I'd never actually seen it again, honestly. And yeah, let's hope I can get it again. I don't know what else to say. METOCIN is also the name of this chemical. That is what it had been named. And I believe that was named by Alexander Shulgin. I think he was the creator of this chemical, if I'm not mistaken. He usually was for these obscure, tryptamine RCs. Yeah, there's Alexander Shulgin, T-call, P-call entry about this substance, if you'd like to get into that. But other than that, reading online would be the best option to look at the majority of these experiences. Again, 4-HOMET, very fun, very hallucinogenic. And I believe it has a little more visual activity than 4-ACO-DMT, like I said. I don't really know. I've never really done back-to-back both of them, I can't really come to that conclusion, but I believe it would. So I'm not sure. We would have to find out. Is what it is what it is. But also, I wanted to add, if you guys have ever tried METOCIN 4-HOMET, leave it down in the comments, because, yeah, this first time experience was fun. And basically, when I had experienced it, it was in my room, and I was just laying down. It had up to a 5-hour duration. In total effects. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. But, I would lay down on my bed. And once that shit hit me, I was just laying down looking up. And I was looking up at all the tapestries, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? And I was tripping out. And it was fun, you know, it was definitely nice. And yeah, you know, it really provided a very, very similar tryptamine headspace. You know, I think nausea might be a little higher. It felt a little more like serotonergic. There's definitely a little more serotonin activity there. And really, really, you know, I just pieced out for the rest of the night. I would listen to music, and I was just laying there listening to visuals with the music. And yeah, I was pretty surprised about the activity of this chemical. It only took about, I think, 10, 20 milligrams. And yeah, that made me trip really well. So, and in comparison to, I guess, 4-ACO DET and EPT even, that's another one I haven't got into yet. 4-ACO EPT, DET, this one was a lot more visual in the sense of like colors. Like, I think this was the most colorful one. DET would be like a tier or two lower than that, and then EPT would be like right in the middle of that. And that'd be 4-ACO EPT. So, but I don't know, you know, it depends. You know, 4-HO MET, definitely a fun chemical. Again, it was very psychedelic, very visual, very colorful. I love that about it. Yeah, you know, I want to know you guys' experiences on it, because, you know, unfortunately, it's been so long since I've actually done this shit, and I've tripped so much since then. It's kind of like a little muddy, you know, when you think about like that long ago. Yeah. So I would want to experience this again and really get the full entourage of the effect. However, you know, it really was no different than DMT, like 4-ACO DMT, because yeah, it's just very, very similar of a chemical. All those are very, very similar. Again, it was a little more psychedelic, more recreational, more colorful, and less therapeutic in that way. I mean, less in your head, you know. That could be a good, if you're dosing high, that could also be a good thing just in general. Some people don't like those kind of highs where, you know, you're kind of stuck in your head. Like 4-ACO DMT definitely does put you in your head. It's a therapeutic chemical because it's supposed to synthesize into psilocybin. But other than that, yeah, you know, it has its similarities, it has its differences. A lot more similarities than differences, though. But yeah, that would be basically it for that, you know, experience there. You know, I just really listened to music. The music enhancement was akin to 4-ACO DMT and shrooms. And well, shrooms would have hit harder because that's just like a natural psychedelic, and it also has other, you know, alkaloids and tryptamines in it. Not that it has other tryptamines like this tryptamine, but it has other, like, you know, alkaloids kind of creating a different high. But this, you know, obviously synthetically, it would not hit as hard as the real thing, right? But don't get it wrong, you know, in the right dose, this would be pretty fucking trippy as hell. Trippy as hell, you know, that's just really what it sells. That's why they're a psychedelic. And that's the whole reason why people want to use them. Who doesn't want to use and, you know, do these psychedelics here and there? It helps reset your mind. It helps reset, you know, your brain at a time. Yeah, it just provides a cool factor to your life, you know, because everything gets so mundane, and yeah, the world stresses and everything would get to you, you know, and, you know, if you're a sensitive individual, you know, start with a low dose with this one, but work your way up, you know, if you need to. But other than that, yeah, my first time experience with 4-HO MET was lit. 4-HO MET, very colorful, very trippy, and I can't express that enough. You'd have to try it yourself to really know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I would definitely give it a try. Try it out. You know, you'd have a good time. But yeah, as far as this goes, yeah, I want to know you guys' experience with 4-HO MET. Again, this stuff lasted up to 6 hours. It had like a, you know, 1 hour peak, I think, and 30-minute come up, 30 minutes and 1 hour full effect. And yeah, the peak would last up to 4 hours and then come down for the next 2. So it's pretty typical of those tryptamines, and not much to write home about other than it being just a little more colorful, trippy, like I said, and just a lot more novel. I believe I might be able to get my hands on it here soon again. Let's hope I do. I want to try that again. But other than that, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And please join my harm reduction substance Discord, and also follow me on Kick and Twitch as well as Twitter. And yeah, let's you know, communicate through our Discord. And there's a lot of cool people in there. You'd have a lot of interesting conversations with a lot of interesting people. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys stay high, stay lifted. Peace out to the next one.